Now that we're back at the table, let's go ahead and start. I have the cutout. This is on cardstock. I have my letters, which will be D and then the word block. Next, I have a piece of dowel rod. And I have my 3.5 by 5 wood base. Now, first, I will grab my drill and drill a hole on the letter. I'm going to add a clip of the process. I drill the hole on the letter, cut a piece of the dowel rod, and then place it here on the wood base. Measure it and drill a hole on the base. I'll do that with all the bases and the letters. Next, when I do that, I grab the letter D and I place it on top of the letter, and I grab my Mod Podge and I add Mod Podge all around. I wait for that coat to dry, second coat, and then trim the edges. Let that dry. You guys will see it in the next clip. And then I'll start painting my bases and my letters, 2 coats. Let dry an hour in between the coats. And then there's a letter that I add glitter all over. And then the base, the top part of the base will be glitter. Like I said, I have several clips that I will add so you guys can see it. There's no voice on the clips because it takes way too long for me to paint all this and add glitter. And besides, I have to wait 24 hours for it to dry. So let's go ahead and add those clips and I'll be back. Okay, now I proceed to remove the stickers on all the bases, clean them up, and as you can see, I don't need to add no water. It's not that bad. So here, I already cut the dowel rod so it can fit the hole in the letter. Remember, it has to be the same diameter as your drill bit. Next, I grab that little piece of peg and stick it in the letter. Then I'm measuring the letter onto the base and proceed to drill the hole on the base so my letter can fit. Okay, I started painting the letters front and back. Remember to use the same technique for all the letters and bases. Let dry in between each coat, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. It could be less. Now I'm here finishing up the bottom part of the bases. And I'll continue to show clips of me painting the bases and the letters. Okay, now that the letters are dried, I gave them 2 coats, front and back, and then the base is the bottom part and the top. So what I'm going to do with each one of them And as you notice, I did the holes. Now what I'm going to do is I will clean them up a little bit, and then I will add the glue on the top, and I'm going to sprinkle it with the glitter. I'm going to match the glitter with the colored base. Like the gold, I'm going to sprinkle it on the gold base, the red, and so on. So since I already have this red brush, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my tray and put this letter back here. I'm going to grab my tray, my black glitter, and not this one. This one I have to repaint the sides. Just gonna go ahead and dump it here. Then I'm going to do both of the red bases, set them aside to dry, and continue my way onto the black base. Then as far as the L, what I decided to do is, yes, add the gold in the top, but the L, I will glitter it up completely. Okay, while all that dries, I'm going to grab, for the D letter, I have the cutout. And then what I did was I grabbed the cutout, I centered it, and then I went ahead and applied Mod Podge all over the top of this cutout. It'll be, the colors changed slightly, but not of a big deal. So I let that dry, and then after like an hour, I went ahead and added a second coat. But before that second coat, I took my X-Acto knife and started cutting all around the edges. And then again, went again with the small tip brush. I went and applied more Mod Podge whenever I saw the cardstock lifting up and working right in front of the fan so it can adhere quickly. Then I left it 24 hours and it's like this. So now what I'm going to do is grab the gold paint, and I'm going to add gold paint all inside, all around, and on the back. But I'm not using my big brush. I'm going to use a small brush so it could be easier. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to paint it and then let it dry, and then I'll be back once all of our letters are dried so we can go ahead and mount them. Okay, all the letters are dried and I already mounted them on the base. It's just pretty simple. Just stick it onto your base. If you're shipping these letters, you have two options. Either you can apply wood glue inside the hole and wait 24 hours to dry, or you can add the E6000 glue and again let it dry for 24 hours. If you're not shipping them, well then you don't need to add no glue because it'll be transported in an open box or however you're transporting them. But that's a great tip when you're shipping. So I'm shipping, already added a little bit of wood glue and I let it dry. So this is the D. I love how this one came out. The color changed a little bit on the animal print because of the Mod Podge, but I still love it. I still love the outcome. And see, and then the other letter is the L. I love how this one came out as well. And then the next letter are just pretty simple, front and back, and the glittered base. Now, like I said, these are completely dry. Next, what I do is take them outside and spray the bottom part of the base with the clear acrylic sealer. I was going to add my satin varnish, but I decided with the spray, it dries faster. And I'm just going to spray the glittered letter and the bottom part of the base and so on for the following letters. Okay, once I do that, I will post a picture right at the end of the video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And as usual, happy crafting.